Hello friends, Namaste. In today's session, we will try to learn the various types of travel agencies. This whole session is concentrating on the business requirements of tourism industry. As you know that the travel agency and the tour operators are the intermediaries which plays an important role in the tourism product. They are the prime components of a tourism industry and they make the travel task of a traveler's hassle free. Travel agencies contributes towards the economy and towards the employment opportunities in a nation, and most of the countries which we have seen has large contribution from travel and tourism industry. When we talk about tourism sector as an organized business operation, we owe to Mr. Thomas Cook. As you can see here, this is the photo of Mr. Thomas Cook, who is called as the father of modern tourism business because of his brainchild that one can organize a rail travel. In 1841, he started organizing various tours for large number of people in a group and got commissions. And this idea was then started being copied by other business players, and gradually we could see that the tourism industry was called as an organized business sector. But when we say about as a product itself, it is very complex because there are lots of subsectors involved in this product. The other subsectors, that is the 4As, the hotels, accommodation, accessibility, transportation, the intermediaries, the activities, and the amenities. So based on this, it's a little complex business process. Now what is travel agency? Travel agency, as I've already said, it's the intermediary. It acts as the middleman between the travel service providers and the consumer, that is the travelers. They provide services at the attractions, of the attractions, provide the other services of transportation, amenities, ancillary services of a country, and they try to create the image of the destination in front of the tourists. So they are also known as the image builder of a country. When we talk about the basic functions of travel agents, we can see that they help in the arrangement of travel tickets, the travel tickets of any kind of transportation sector, which we have already understood in the earlier session, that is air, land and sea mediums. Then they help in procuring of the travel documents, the passport, visa, insurance, foreign exchange, immigration services. So these are the documents they try to help in getting the formalities done. Looking for the accommodation, the booking in the category of various categories of the hotels which we have discussed, either a business hotel, leisure hotel, resort, motel, condominium, service apartment, based on what type of network they have and what is the requirement of the travelers. And they do have association for other amenities, that is the luggage insurance, the travel insurance, foreign currency from the full-fledged money changer, and many more such things. Their other main functions could be summarized like they are the advisory, they play as an advisory role where they help the potential travelers to understand the destination itself, about the accommodation, even if a traveler is planning to go in group, so about the group, in reservation activities, so whatever I have said for booking formalities, planning. They help in customizing a tour for a traveler. If the traveler is looking for some special interest tour, which we have discussed in the earlier session, like for example, a person is interested in rural tourism, so he will customize the tour based on the requirement of the traveler. So if a traveler is interested in rural tourism, the travel agent will help in preparing itineraries based on the purpose of travel. All kinds of formalities for the travel documents, all kinds of correspondence which are required from the traveler's point of view and the supplier's point of view is being done by the travel agents. All kinds of records which are required for booking activities are being maintained by travel agents. Travel agents do work on complaints if it's in the case of a group booking or say customized travel package. So these are the functions which a travel agents work on for the travelers. So when we talk about the business of travel agency business could be either in a small scale or in a large scale form based on the setup of the travel agent. Say for example, if the travel agent is having proprietorship kind of travel agency, proprietorship means run by one person and with a very limited staff. Say in proprietorship it is mostly less than 10 staff, so it would be a small business activity in one particular place. But if it is a private travel agency where they have chains of travel agencies, so it is a medium category of travel agency business. And the third category of travel business based on ownership is the public travel agencies, that is where the public are the investors, are the stakeholders, and basically public kind of establishments are spread in the globe. They have lots of chains and it is a multinational company. So to name some, Thomas Cook and Sons, Cox and Kings, SOTC and many more. When we talk about the kind of transition which is happening because of this advancement of technology, because of customers getting the direct connection between the suppliers, that is the direct booking of airline tickets, hotel stay, or documents which is being given by the government agencies, which I have showed you in the previous session about how to get passport, visa. So we can understand that the role of travel agencies is getting shrinked. There is a minimum requirement of travel agencies, and electronic form of tourism is emerging a lot. So this changing business models to meet this challenges of the future has made the travel agents to work a lot, and it has been observed that small travel agencies were required to close their business because they were not able to be compatible with the new technological trends or do online booking. And those who were able to survive were the travel agencies having chain of properties or those who are technologically advanced. So for a travel agent to survive, it is very necessary that they are affiliated or that they are recognized by any tourism body, especially by the Ministry of Tourism, state tourism bodies, then ITA, International Air Transport Association, so that they can learn and try to get more and more from the travel business. The main features of travel agency business are: it acts as an intermediary between the travelers and the suppliers to provide all the necessary services. As we can see, the necessary services of flights, transportation, accommodation, food and beverage services, transportation services, then various documentation services, which I have already stated in the previous slides. So these are the services which travelers provides from the suppliers to the travelers. They act as an image builder of the destination, of the place, of the country. They provide all sorts of travel information and help in procuring the travel services seamlessly for the travelers so that the travel can have a comfort journey, comfort stay in a place. Travel agents face a lot of difficulties in this profession. Basically, to run a full-fledged office in conformity with IATA regulations, they need to have experienced staff so that they can provide the required services to the travelers. They need to have all the formalities and processes at their fingertips. They face a lot of challenges to get recognition by the transportation bodies of airlines, railways, and other tourism bodies. Even to process the travel documents of passport, they need to get approved from Ministry of External Affairs for processing foreign exchange. They need to get approval through RBI. All these processes of approval we will discuss in the next slides. Types and functions of travel agency. As we can see here, the travel agency is being categorized into two forms: retail travel agency and wholesale travel agency. Whenever we talk about the retail form of travel agency, it is an agency which provides the product of tickets, stay, bookings, transportation services in small scale, and they sell these services in bits, whereas wholesale travel agencies are mostly recognized for selling the services in bulk. The main source of revenue for a retail travel agency is generally the commission which they receive from their suppliers. So the suppliers, as you know, the transportation industry, accommodation industry, entertainment industry. So by this they can have their sources of revenue, and the commission is generally in the range of 5 to 20% based on the volume of business they provide. So when we talk about a retail travel agency's function, it is providing the fare and rates of accommodation, making reservation, arranging of travel tickets and accommodation, providing travel insurance, foreign currencies, documents, and accepting the payments from the travelers. So as we were discussing the sources of commission which the travel agencies get, especially the retail travel agencies, it is normally seen in India from the sale of domestic airlines ticket. A travel agent can earn 1% of commission, which is generally from the convenience fee, which is being charged extra to the passengers. And from the sale of international airline tickets, which is shown here, a passenger is being levied 1 to 3% extra amount, which is being given to the travelers as the commission. Renting of luxury coach. So for group travelers, the travel agents get around 10%, which is a good amount of commission which a travel agent get from luxury coaches. Any kind of cancellation of or booking of rail tickets, a travel agent gets rupees 50 to 100 based on the miles of that journey which has been booked. For ferry tickets, he gets a commission of 10%, which is again a good amount, good percentage. From the sale of cruise line package tour, definitely they get a lot, that is 10 to 20%. But we'll see, it has been observed that the retail travel agency are not that much in association with cruise line packages because they need to have a membership with various cruise line service providers. Booking of hotel rooms and venue for meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibition, they generally get 10 to 20% from the hotels and from the conventions, conferences centers. For renting of cars, they get 5 to 10% of commission. For selling of inbound and outbound package tours, now I would like to highlight in this, as retail travel agents are travel agencies who sell the travel packages from the wholesaler. So in tourism industry, the wholesalers are the tour operators, and tour operators basically prepare the inbound and outbound packages. So whenever a travel agent sell inbound and outbound package to us, she gets some 10 to 20 percentage as a commission from the tour operators. As we have already discussed in the initial sessions, inbound tours are when we get international travelers in the country. Outbound is when our countrymen goes to another country for the tourism purposes. From the sale of amusement park entertainment activities, a travel agent get 5% of commission. From travel insurance and foreign currency services, the travel agent get 2%. So the kind of commission is based on the type of services which is being provided by the travel agencies to the travelers. Wholesale travel agency. Now, as I have told you in the initial slide, that the wholesale business people are majorly the tour operators. But in travel agency category also there is a retailer and a wholesale travel agent. Wholesale travel agent are a form of consolidators. Like they themselves can assemble various package holidays and they try to include all forms of services in their tour, whatever they have. So basically they are the kind of tour operators. But the difference in tour operators and wholesale travel agency is, it's been observed that tour operators owns most of the other components of tourism product. That is, most of the tour operators have their own flights, have their own accommodation centers, whereas wholesale travel agencies would not be having their own establishments. So here you can see that wholesale travel agencies receives volume discounts from principal suppliers. So because the kind of services they have, the volume business they render, they get the volume discounts from the principal suppliers. And now, as I've already said, because of the advancement of technology, there is the development of electronic tourism mode, and we could see that from the conventional form of travel businesses, all the travel agencies, most of the travel agencies have switched to online travel agencies. So these online travel agencies are also called in the short form as OTAs, and they are, the kind of business they have is through the online portals like Make My Trip, Go Ibibo, Yatra, then Expedia and many more. These are the references for the today's session. If you have any queries, any questions or any doubts, you can write to me or you can comment in the comment section below. I just want you guys to think about that based on the current crisis, whether this business of travel agencies, tour operations is sustainable. In what ways the travel agency and tour operation business can revive, the tourism industry can stand back. We need to think a lot. Please let me know if you have good suggestions on this. Thank you.